are live once more.
What?
Hey, Maple. Hoping you get back to join us later. So, we left off, having had a little bit of an encounter. You guys took on some bandits who were actually using a cockatrice to, turn people into stone.
Cool.
But you managed to beat the bandits and kill the cockatrice. So, now you have 3 statues. Hey, locked on. Or lock on, sorry. So, yes. You have your statues. You need to take those back with you to the school. Obviously, none of you know how to, unpetrify someone. So, I'm definitely gonna have to do that at the school. And I assume that's the first thing you guys want to do, is go back to the school.
Yes.
That would make sense.
So,
I request to go straight to Luca.
well, I think you might want to go to the infirmary first.
Do I know anyone in the infirmary?
No. I also
Then
do not have a actual, map for the infirmary.
Boka denies.
You do know where the infirmary is, though. And,
No, I don't. I'm lost.
you totally know. Totally.
Nope.
So, I assume
Totally
you
off.
drop the petrified people off. With the
I throw
infirmary.
them into the room.
Don't damage the people.
I might.
Damn.
Boka's
I'm
being
destructive.
cold. Well, despite Boka's attempts to damage some people, you get them there, and the medical personnel, I don't want to call them doctors. I don't really think that's apt when most of them are wizards. But they go, and they start work on them. And except for Boka, I assume you would go back to your rooms. Game? Nashi?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. As you get back, you actually see a sign that says, third-year dorms have moved. What would you like to do?
I go find an adult.
I would like to speak to their manager.
Or that.
So, who you run into first is... Where's your sheet? Yes, it's Nora Ann Wu. You have met Nora before. She is a year higher than you guys, and she's one of the dorm resident assistants.
Cool.
So that's the role that you've seen her in several times. She's going to go and say, "Oh, you're back. Sorry, things happened a little bit quickly. There was an issue in one of the rooms, and we had to move the dorms around. Because of this, wait, is this everyone? I thought there were more of you."
Uh,
I am not in the castle. I am
don't know.
currently looking at a forest.
I have
Mikami, who
not
would we-
physically moved maps yet.
Oh. Boka would request that Boka gets the most dark, deep corner of the castle.
I assume that means that you're now here with Adir and Rowena.
No, I'm just mentally telling you all.
Nikami, I'm physically in a hallway with corpses, by the way, visually.
That's not quite where you are, but I can see why you might think that.
Help.
You are in the sidebar. Wait, why don't... You know what?
Oh.
I don't think you would be able to see this
Why
anyway.
was I...
So,
Strange.
yeah, you weren't physically on that map. So, give me a sec. I'll move you down.
Okay.
All of you. Literally all of you are moving down. I just have to get you there. There are a lot of maps.
Cool.
Alright, here we go. So, it would help if I moved myself, too. You should see a door. And everyone else. If you can't see, let me know. But... And actually, let me lock
I can
that.
see all the things.
So, yes, Nor-Ann is there, and she says, so, yeah, we're moving everyone to, new dorm rooms. These ones are gonna be bigger than the old ones, and have some more facilities. But, we're only moving the 3rd, 4th, and 5th year students. Because of this, you may be rearranged in the dorms. I mean, who you're rooming with, and, yeah. Anyway, why don't I show you to them? And she'll lead you off. And, Boka, you also get told to come here. So, you also arrive.
Let me out! Let me out!
Nor-Ann opens the door for you guys. You just closed it on me.
Boka runs through and dives through.
Well, you can go take a look.
What's in here? What's in here?
I go walk in and just find a bed and go to sleep.
So, game. There's going
Yeah.
to be a male dorm and a female dorm. Well, two
Cool,
female
don't
dorms.
care. Finds a bed and goes to sleep.
Boka has chosen. Boka locked the door.
Technically, Game
Yep.
and Ellison are in the male dorm,
Got
and
you.
the girls are in the 2 female dorms.
So we're technically in different spaces
Yes.
of the same map. Understood. Cool. I'm taking this room.
Okay. You have
This is
taken the
mine.
one with the closet.
Pog, I can be fashionable.
So, Boka, what do you think?
Boka has chosen.
So you're claiming the upper one.
The fanciest, most biggest room with an area in the back where I can store bodies.
That is totally not what that is. That is a
God,
workshop.
I keep forgetting Boka's like functionally a fucking sociopath that fucking keeps trophies of the things she kills. God.
So,
Boka deposits the bodies that the help thought they got rid of?
No, they definitely have. They definitely have.
No, Boka went back and got them.
I'm not putting bodies there.
No, just for
No, Boka.
clarity's sake, there's
No,
bodies
Boka.
there. You don't have to put anything there. There's bodies there.
No, Boka, you would be in prison, Boka.
So, Rowena,
So you say, yet here I am.
would you like to add some sanity and pick a room?
This one.
Which one is that?
The top left.
I'm amazed you can see that, actually.
There's no fog of war.
Yeah.
Oh. What?
Yep.
Weird.
There's no fog, so I was able to see the top left. I've chosen my room.
Oh. Well, we'll fix that now.
Anyone that comes near the room will just hear
How about that?
scrapes and scratches of bodies being drug around.
Alright,
I'm trying to position them how I like them.
so Rowena, do you want to be in the same, suite as Boka?
You put fog of war, but now I see nothing.
Yeah, I see nothing too.
Do you not have vision somehow?
It's darkness.
Well,
All you
not
hear
have
is
vision.
Boka going, "Where are my bodies?"
Yep, there's no vision.
I turned it
Yeah,
back on.
Everything's
You
dark
turned on
now.
the vision.
We're in the dark.
Come
now.
on. Why did it change
Oh,
all
hey.
of the vision?
Now I have normal quote-unquote vision.
You say normal, but it's like dark. Like it's like all the lights are off.
Now fog of war is
But I
on,
can
and
kind of
also
see.
it's fog of war, but it's also dark. Yeah.
It's like dim.
It should be dim. Because I didn't make it super bright.
Okay, so
But-
it's correct then.
Weirdly, only Luna and Ellison had normal, like, vision turned on for some reason. I don't know why. I made it a little bit brighter for you guys.
Boka opens the door and slaps a makeshift sign on the front and then closes the door. And on the sign it says, "No housekeeping, please."
Still no bodies.
Enter at your own peril
Still
is
no
under it, and then
bodies.
under that it says, "Fireball booby traps."
Uh-huh. So, Rowena, do you want to room with the sociopath?
I love how it's just a known fact now. Feels good.
Wait, I have a choice?
Yes. Obviously, either Lilly or Seraphine need to exist in the same space. But you can pick.
I don't know. I kind of like.
I will
this
guard
one.
your room, friend.
And by that, I mean just the same suite, because there are 3 suites. 2 for both groups of girls, and 1 for the guys. So the guys really don't get much of a choice. I'm assuming Akira is not going to be here tonight again. So, now that Adir has his room, I think I'll leave the other big room to, Akira. And I will toss Grayson in the top left room and Xanther down in the bottom left room. For the guys, at least. I'll stick them on the GM layer so we don't get too confused. So, does Rowena wanna be in the same suite as Boka?
Sure, why not?
Alright. So, originally you had Luna and Robina. I would. I'm going to change things a little bit, and I'm gonna slot Maya into the same room with you guys. In the same type of room as a deer has. And who would you rather have, Robina or Luna? And I don't mean Lilly Luna. I mean Luna Winterstar.
I would like to flip a coin.
Rude!
You can
I
roll
shall
a
be right back.
D2. It works. It works.
I rolled a 1.
Does that mean Rubina? I think I said her first.
I guess Rubina, yes.
Okay. Then Rubina will get the bottom left room. And we will stick Luna in the other suite with Shuvadri.
So Luna's not with me?
I mean,
Well, I
you
guess
had
that's
to
a
get
trade-off I
one.
have to have for my bodies.
There's still no bodies. No bodies.
There are bodies! There's so many bodies.
Hey, Conver. So, alright, I think that's... Oh, I should change the room assignment listings. That'd probably be a good idea, in case we forget. I'll put Seraphine with the other group. Actually, I should put Seraphine first, and then Luna. Oh, that's gonna put both Lunas together. That is going to be even more confusing. Oh well. But they get a cute kitty cat, so it's all good, right?
Cats are cool. Cats are a win.
I meant Shuvadri, but she's a cute kitty cat. Boka, Rowena, Maya, and Rubina. Alright, and for the guys, you're just all in together now.
Cool.
This is what we get when there's more girls than guys. The guys get their own separate room. Alright. Charts updated. Since everyone else is in the other room, when when Maple gets here, Seraphine will get to pick. Obviously, Luna is not here because of work again. So, they'll have to take the leftover room. And, then I'll toss Luna and Shivadri in. But, I think that's it. Do you want to look around at your new little suites?
Sure.
Feel free to explore. And if you have questions, let me know. There are lots of windows and doors you can click on.
You cannot click on Boka's door.
Luckily for everyone, only I can lock your door.
Isn't that unluckily for everyone?
I mean,
Because
that's
they would steal the
opinion.
bodies.
There are no bodies. There are no
There are
bodies.
many bodies. Stop telling them wrong things.
Definitely are no bodies.
You don't see them, but their bodies there.
Okay, you want bodies, huh? We can do bodies.
Mini bodies. Head of a mentor.
Don't think it's this
Failed
one. I think
homunculus.
it's the other one.
Body of that
somewhere
guy I
there.
killed.
Because if you want bodies, I can definitely give you that.
Please don't give Boka bodies.
Please don't.
Yes, bodies.
No, nobody.
All of the bodies. Everybody and known
You
and
now
imaginable.
have bodies.
Yay!
There you go.
Yeah,
Bodies.
This has now become a drowning pool song.
Is that drowning pools?
Yep, let the bodies hit the floor.
I thought that was.
Let the bodies hit the floor!
Yeah,
You just start
whatever.
hearing that being sung in Boka's room. Let the bodies hit the floor! Let the bodies.
Like, I'm pretty
No.
sure it's drowning pool, but I'll double check.
No, it's not drowning pool. I feel like. Holy shit! I know who it is. Can't remember.
Maybe that's a little big. That's definitely too small. Alright, well.
It is drowning pool. Wow! Holy shit!
Yeah, I told
What?
you. I know my shit.
I'm thinking of the Disturbed cover.
Let
Holy
the
shit!
bodies hit.
I'm thinking of Down to Sickness.
Let
Holy
the
shit!
bodies hit the
I'm
floor.
thinking of Down to Sickness.
Bodies hit the
I
floor.
grew up with drowning pool, so I had to know this.
Yeah, because it's Bodies by Giant Pool, but also Down to Sickness by Disturbed also has like something similar, or it's like a
Oh
similar.
yeah.
Anyway, we're talking about fucking like
Well, Boka's
2000s
getting
metal.
arrested
moving
for
on.
the collection of bodies in a room. You want to look around?
I almost want to sleep. But yeah, I can look around.
I mean, you can assume it's the next day if you want.
The dawn of the second day.
Now, remember, you
Dawn
can
of the
click
second
on
day.
any of the doors to open them. So,
Oh yeah, that is a thing.
you can look around.
Look at all these doors. Look at this closet. I see. Okay.
That is not a closet.
What was it?
That is actually a, balcony.
Oh.
You can look
Okay.
outside if you
Cool.
so wish.
How high up is the balcony?
You're about 16 stories up. So,
What the fuck? Okay.
Why are we so high?
it's just where it put you.
Okay. I'm gonna climb down the balconies for fun.
You actually can't.
What do you mean?
Magic.
You are currently in an extra dimensional space. Well, you can go on to the balcony. You actually cannot exit the extra dimensional space by balcony.
Okay.
So.
Reminder. Is today a school day?
Hey.
Every day is a school day. In fact, there should be
Damn.
classes today.
Cool. Time to
Boka
go to
pokes you with a spear and then closes the door again.
Boka, we are not in the same building. They're
Yes.
segregated
Says
by
you.
IQ. Anyway,
Says you, I can see you.
Anyway, onwards to school is what Adir does.
I need to figure out which class we should have next. I think last time we did intermediate spell construction. Yes. There was another one though. Which one was that? Huh. I actually forget. Let me find the class list for a second, though. Who teaches what? Oh, Liv teaches the class on casting without gestures. So.
Maybe I can get to 6.
We shall
I've
see.
visited her at least twice before that.
Oh, I did also acquire a new, schoolroom map. I need to find it again. I stuck it with the rest of my maps. So, I will have to go find it. But, you will also have a new classroom. Alright, so Liv teaches that one. We had basic wards, right? I'm pretty sure we did.
Maybe.
We had advanced familiars. Oh,
I
think that was
admit
the one
nothing.
we did last time. Because Junior came back. Intermediate magical combat, maybe?
Maybe.
Who teaches that one? Oh, that is also Liv. I guess it's a day of Liv.
Yay!
So, if you're
Boka
now
will be the
set
bestest student
with
ever.
your classrooms, let's move back.
Yay!
Hang on, you're gonna see a lot of maps before I get you up to where you need to be.
Traveling through space and time.
A lot of space and time. You should hear one of those, Oh, wow.
Also, what's very funny, real fast, is CSGO 2 is something that exists.
I mean, they've talked about it for a bit.
Yeah.
Alright, now you should be back in the classroom. I think Rowena does not have either of these classes. So, sadly,
Damn.
Rowena, you're going back
I'm
into the corner
free.
for a little bit.
I'm free.
I'm sorry. I think, though, both Adir and Boka have the others. So, really,
Cool.
we would want Seraphine for the casting without gestures class, but I want to run that first. So, Liv is obviously the professor for this class. And is
Hey,
going to be
teacher!
out there already waiting.
Hi, teacher!
Actually, no. Let's do this backwards. So, keep everyone occupied for a couple of minutes. I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Okie doke. There was the story all about mountains. Now I'll get my upside down. I'm not tired, you are. Get roasted.
Okay, did everyone have fun?
No. What's fun? I've had fun in years. Anyway. I'm sorry.
That got dark really fast.
No, I'm sorry. It's been years. Anyway, no, go. Sorry, I cut you.
So, this is intermediate magical combat. Alright, Liv says, so, this year, we're going beyond dueling. We started you off learning how to duel. Single one-on-one competitions. This year, we start discussing tactics. Ways to combat foes smarter. Better. Are there any questions?
Nope.
Grayson happens to be in this class with you all, and he raises his hand.
Fucking God.
He's like, will this also improve our dueling? And she looks at him for a second, and then she says, maybe, that's up to you. There are smarter tactics when fighting a single opponent as well. Though in your case, that may never improve. Grayson gets very upset. But that is normal for Grayson, so no one is surprised.
Yep.
Teacher!
And yes, it is teacher.
Boka runs up and hugs. Yes.
Liv looks a little bit awkward and pats Boka on the head and then pushes her back with the rest of the students. Boka's taking being the teacher's pet a little too far.
That cringe and get bullied nerd. Okay, so
Boka prepares a fireball.
No!
this was out of character. Because I don't want to deal with that yet.
Well, Boka also doesn't have fireballs, so. Lucky.
Very lucky.
Mm-hmm.
So, that out of the way, Liv runs you through some basic tactics. Oh, I should mention, by the way, that this takes place in the practice arena. So, you are actually standing for this whole thing, rather than sitting down in our conventional classroom. I will actually have some different spaces for us. It won't always be this very basic classroom that I made a long time ago.
Yep.
I have better maps now. Chat, I have better maps.
Yeah, the economy's improved. It's called growth.
I've never met this particular classroom to last so long. But, such is the way of things. Anyway, yeah, unless you have some questions, I think that's most of the things I had planned for this class. Oh, she does also talk to you about some of the things you will learn during this semester. She talks to you about learning the clone image spell, the earth and grass spell, and the spectral blade spell.
Oh, we're learning them now?
No, she just talks to you about them.
Oh. Can Boka attempt to use one?
You still can't cast this level of spell quite yet.
Drat! Own press teacher.
Though, yeah. She lists them as examples of more advanced techniques that you guys should start to learn. Clone image, so that it's harder to target you. Earthen grasp, to stop enemies and keep them from getting close. And spectral blade, to allow you to strike at enemies while keeping your hands free to do other things.
Cool.
Alright, and next, you actually get a small break and then go right back to live in the practice area. Aren't you happy you have the same teacher back to back? You don't even have to change rooms.
Convenient.
Exactly.
I'm just here living my best life.
Oh, actually, you know what? You are the only one, I think, who took focused healing. Yes, you are the only one that took that.
Oh, white me.
Oh, and that's with Seraphina. We haven't seen Seraphina in a while. Let me grab Seraphina, and we'll switch between classes. So, pretty Seraphina is now the one teaching Rowena's class. She'll look you all over. Oh, I'm pretty sure because of Lilly, we actually saw Seraphina before. But, just to make sure everyone recalls Seraphina, let me pull Seraphina up as soon as I can find her.
Hey.
Why do I not see her? Oh, there she is. There we go. So, Seraphina dresses kind of like a classic witch. She has a big hat with a fancy gold and ivory little like skull mask as an ornament. And she wears black robes decorated with golden medallions and raven feathers. She also has a fairly striking look. She has long dark hair, little lantern earrings, and I should mention they are like a real like lamps, and they actually have flickering flames on them. Hopefully they're enchanted. Otherwise, that would be very painful.
Yeah, wait, that's... I mean, I just assume they are, because... Damn, otherwise.
She also has what might be a birthmark under one eye. It kind of looks like a black tear. And
Cool.
she has
Wait,
blue, almost
Mikami.
silvery eyes.
wait, Nikami, do you know what that means? If it's a tear under the eye?
I mean,
Means they
there's
killed a
several things
person.
that could be.
Yeah, no, Boka knows. That's fun.
I've been in the
Anyway.
hood. I know.
No, dude, don't. I know I'm too white to know that. I know that from other things. You're definitely too white to know that.
Well,
Anyway. Sorry, moving on. Ignore that, Nikami. Don't worry about it.
for Rowena, she is actually the same class as you. She's a necromancer wizardess.
Hey.
I forgot you were a necromancer. Wait, is it necromancy illegal? What the fuck? I thought.
No, this
She's
is
a
the
healer.
healing type of necromancy.
Oh, right.
Which, by the way, I am renaming, but until then,
Got
you're
you.
still a necromancer.
Don't rename it. I'm supposed to change to Reaper. Well, there's supposed to be a Reaper soon, and well, not soon, but
No,
Yeah,
Your
just
other-
there
become
will
a
be
Condi
no
Reaper.
reapers.
Wait, no, don't do that. Don't do that ever. Never mind.
there's
Sorry.
gonna be a Reaper in your other one.
There will be no reapers.
Slaps.
I'm not letting
I'm
anyone
throwing a fit
practice
right now.
blood magic. At least unless you want to go to Blood and Iron. Then you can be a blood magic user all you want. But,
Blood and
not
Iron.
here. Yes. It's my other new setting.
I'll join. What day is it?
I actually don't have a date for it. It's in pre-planning. But, yeah, I don't think I could actually get 3 games into my schedule in 1 week. Or find the
don't-
players, so...
That would not be.
Yes, it would be very hard. So, not for now. Not for now. Anyways, so Rowena, what do you think of your teacher so far?
I like her. Good teacher.
Hell yeah.
Very good teacher.
So, she looks over her class, which is mostly filled with women. You have like Rubina in here, and Tiana, Shivadri, Rose is definitely here, Fred is here, Lyrian is here. I think actually the only guy in this class is probably Melwithorn. So Melly is here. But, yeah. It's mostly women in this class. She looks around and says, well, this looks like an interesting class. So, how squeamish are you?
Not very squeamish.
Several others answer, and she says, well, I guess that's good. And with that, she wheels out what looks like a dead body. And you consider it to be a dead... Well, actually, why don't I do this? Roll me a perception roll.
Okay. Let's see. Perception.
Oh, wow. So, yes, it does in fact look like a dead body. The color is much paler than normal. You don't see any marks on it, but it is definitely not breathing. In fact, not even like the fingernails have turned blue yet. Which suggests it must be a recently dead body.
What the fuck?
Zombie!
She then goes and says, "Meet Dan." Oh, it's male, by the way. Just, so you know. Oh, and it is also naked. Just, also putting that out there.
Why?
And now she dies.
Why not?
You'll see why
Why
in a
wouldn't it be
second.
naked? It's dead.
You'll see why in a second. She goes, "Meet Dan. Dan is going to be helping us with our class this particular semester.
Meet Dan. Dan got run over. Dan's dead now.
The goal is to keep Dan alive." And then she stabs Dan in the heart with a dagger.
Dan's
And,
dead.
Oh, he's
Dan's
extra
body
dead.
actually gushes up blood.
Am I here for this, or this isn't my
No,
class?
this is not your class. This is Rowena's
Wonderful.
class.
Boka walks in and goes, "That dude dead!" And then walks out.
Totally does not happen. You're busy in your own class, Boka. Busy in your own class. So,
That
Rowena,
dude.
what is your reaction?
Wow. That's a dead body.
When you say that, she goes, "No, Dan is not quite dead. And he's not quite alive either. Does anyone else have a guess?"
She
looks
asks
around.
as
And,
the
It's
body
a zombie,
spews blood.
but I'm not there.
Zombie.
Okay, you're not there either, Boka.
You're doing it.
Larian raises her hand and says, "Is it a homunculus?" And Seraphina nods and goes, "Yes. Dan here is a medical homunculus designed to help teach you how to heal people. He acts just like a normal person, except he's not actually alive. Your spells will work on him. He can also die, but he resets. So, you can practice keeping him alive from all sorts of wounds and damage, and that is the goal this semester." So, does anyone want to give it a try? As she says that, she pats him on the chest, and little spurts of blood come out where the dagger is still in it.
Hate it.
I love it. I'll give it a try.
Alright. Since I only think you know the heal spell, I think it would be the only one that you can really cast here. So, if you do that, you will actually see that the wound tries to close. But, unfortunately, you feel the presence of some sort of magic on the dagger. And, your magic doesn't seem to have any effect. You have a comment or question, as your magic doesn't seem to do what it's supposed to do.
I do actually.
Okay?
Hold on, give me one moment. So I ask, is there like a special case where my magic didn't work on the homunculus? Or the homunculi?
So Dan here hasn't been stabbed with a normal dagger. Is Seraphina's response. She goes, this dagger is a cursed blade. It is enchanted with spells that make it so a wound can't be closed, even magically, until the blade is removed. Also, all the wounds it leaves continue to bleed unless you cast a spell specifically to stop the bleeding first.
Ah.
Blades like this are one of the things you must counter in this class. And so, we will be teaching new spells this year. Ones that are stronger and more capable. And, you see her cast a spell as she pulls the dagger out. And, the bleeding fades. And then she casts a new spell, and the wound heals over. Now, some assassins like to do even more creative things. Like making enchanted weapons, or finding or acquiring enchanted weapons that the blade will actually injure anyone who tries to remove it, making sure to keep people dead. Obviously, that requires education in some other categories, like spell breaking. We won't be teaching that in this class, but it is an option should you want to. So, now, who else wants to try to keep Dan here alive? And with that, we will switch back over. Liv is teaching you guys yet again, but this time, it is the class on how to use magic without your hands. Liv stands in front of you, and it looks a lot like her last class. So, she goes, now, I know you all know how to cast many a spell, but can you do it without making any sort of gesture?
Boka attempts to cast Boka's
Yes.
trademark spell.
Hold
Elemental
up.
Orb.
Let me actually open my character sheet. It's now
Can Boka attempt to
a
do this?
needed thing. Okay, hold on.
What are you trying to cast?
Elemental Orb.
Uh,
Is that what it's
I
called
can
now?
cast Evil Eye
Isn't
with
it
no. I literally,
energy orb? Pretty sure it's energy orb.
I can literally
Energy Orb.
Evil
Yeah,
Eye
I
with
tried
no
to cast that
gestures.
with no gesture.
Evil Eye literally
May I
has no
attempt?
gestures.
May I
so
attempt?
can
May I
Evil Eye.
attempt?
I stare at Boka to fuck up her. I stare at Boka really hard.
You cannot use spells against each other outside of dueling rings here.
I
So.
I stare at Boka really hard.
The words will not let you.
Damn.
So,
But it knows that I'm trying.
Alright, do I roll the Arcana?
actually, I'm gonna say no. And
Well, then I use
ironically,
inspiration to get a 19.
No. Unfortunately, you cannot. This is a roll
What?
with disadvantage.
Oh, it's a roll with disadvantage? Okay,
Yes.
wait, so shouldn't I roll Arcana then?
No. It is still.
Because
an
I would still
attack roll.
cast the spell even if...
Yes, but you're
I
used to
miss.
using your hands to direct where the energy goes. Usually, it's a
Well-
throwing gesture or a point with your finger.
Well, can I attempt to do it without my hand?
Yes, that's what you just did. But
No, I just
the roll
rolled to
gets
attack.
disadvantage.
But I was going to roll Arcana and then that would have disadvantage. I'm
no,
casting a spell, but
this
Arcana is
this
like,
definitely
is
already
it gonna
has
cast or not?
disadvantage. If
So
you
I
wanna
would click
do
Arcana
this-
twice and I'd take the lower roll.
No, it is a attack roll with disadvantage.
Okay, well, can I roll again because I didn't know that?
You're not expected
No.
to succeed.
Please,
no.
not gonna let me.
Take the L.
Can I please try one time?
If you want to roll another roll with disadvantage, I will let you.
Right. Cha!
That was shield.
There's a shield cantrip. You
Yeah.
cannot shield like that.
Boka cast shield to not while I'm not moving.
It's not.
Liv looks at you and says, "What is that?"
Shield. Did it work?
What?
You already don't really need to like move your hands.
Oh, I
for
don't
that.
need to do that. Oh, okay. That's 3,
I
Two,
can lie though, but that is.
1.
Oh, you're saying spells that require movement than not doing a movement. Okay, hold on. I think I can try something.
Boka goes hard.
What the fuck? Anyway, I'm gonna try to arcane
Yeah!
blast without
Did I
doing
succeed?
any
Did I
movement
succeed? Did I succeed?
whatsoever. Damn. Failure. Okay.
Did I succeed?
Well, so
No.
the first energy ball Boka does goes wildly off course. Uh, actually running into a wall, but not the right wall. The second one also does not quite go where intended, but you at least get closer. And you don't hit the opposite wall behind you. Though now you're a little bit tired. So,
Did
In the
Boka
meantime-
impress teacher?
well,
Boka
she
falls
says
on the ground.
for a first attempt, or should I say second, that one wasn't so bad. But will we keep having you exercise like this for quite a while before you get the hang of it? And game, you also miss.
Yep.
Horribly.
Yes, not quite as bad as Boka.
What do you
But-
mean? That's like the same roll. 8 and
Here's-
9? That's like the same.
Well, so I may have not have told you some of the details of how this works, but trust me, in this a 9 is slightly better. It does not end up in the wall behind game, but
Why you gotta be so
it's still not
rude?
close. So
Don't you down human too?
But, Liv says, so that is what we will practice all year. In fact, she goes over to Boka and proceeds to tie Boka's hands behind her
What?
back.
Huh? Teacher?
So, most days when you come in, we are going to tie your hands behind your back. And from there, we'll see how many of you can manage to escape. Or rather, go through my obstacle course.
Oh. Physical activity? Wait, I'm good at that. Pause. My time to shine. What are we doing?
My panda pie, my panda pie.
She then shows you the obstacle course. Swinging blades, pit traps. It looks very dangerous.
I look at her like, what the fuck?
It looks actually kind of like a more lethal version of like Ninja Warrior or something like that. So, she says, you can use magic, but all your magic you cast in here has to be done without using your hands. Obviously, you cannot actually die in here. The wards won't allow that. But you can feel it if you get hit. So, try to avoid that. But we've found that pain is a very good teacher.
Damn.
So, she's gonna send you all through the course. I won't actually have you roll for that. It would be a
I'll
little
do
bit
it.
complex.
I'll do it.
It would be a bunch of different rolls.
Okay.
So, I don't really want to do it
Oh.
unless you really,
Well, didn't say that.
really
Don't
want
say
to.
you won't make me. Because I'll do it. You doubt my powers.
I think I'd have to watch some Ninja Warrior to come up with a correct list of different events for you to go through. It's been a while since I've watched anything like that. So, with that, I think we're gonna call an end to the class. Let's just say you have not correctly gotten through it yet.
Okie doke.
And it's probably going to take a while. Wait, have I done fitness for mages? I think I did.
You did.
I don't
You did.
remember.
Today? No.
Well, obviously not today.
But you did, yes.
I genuinely don't remember.
Oh yeah, Rowena, you're taking magical curses. Let's run you through that really quick.
Okay.
Because I think you also have Seraphina. Yes, yes you do. In fact, Seraphina sees you back and says, "My, I didn't know you were in this class as well." Well
I'm
then,
trying.
she looks at everyone. This time, you'll be learning only one spell this semester. However, this spell has many different options. And she then writes one spell on the board with a big hole in the way that she writes the spell. And she says, "Now, what do you think goes in here?" And she taps the empty part of the spell.
What spell?
Oh,
is this? Hold
you
on,
are
I didn't-
not all there. Only Rowena is. Sorry.
Oh,
Rowena
I
took
would
some
prob-
different classes from you two.
gotcha.
I would probably say like a spell, like a certain spell would go in.
Close. Anyone else? Rubina raises her hand and says, "Are those the components that decide what type of curse this is?" And Seraphina nods and says, "This is the curse spell. In here, in the empty area, is where you plug in the conditions of whatever sort of curse you wish to impart. The spell itself requires a certain amount of training. However, even you will soon be able to cast this spell. From there, you pick whatever sort of curse you wish to impart. Now, some curses are more complex than others. But you should all write down this for now. once you've learned the basic spell, we move on to the actual types of curses. And by the way, there actually are many types of curses. I think I have it listed somewhere here. Yes, there is an actual list of curses. Currently with 11 entries of different types. And some require casting at higher levels. So, she says, curses are very customizable and can do a variety of things depending on what you want. And I totally got rid of that page, even though I wanted to talk about the curses. She says, the most basic sort, simply impair your enemy. We call those banes. The next most common are ones that cause deafness. Keeping people from being able to hear is very useful in a variety of situations. The next most complex are fear curses. A curse that makes someone frightened is a very useful one. It is also related to a lot of illusion spells, which cause fear effects as well. In fact, one of the things we are going to have you do in this class this year is have you face your fears by having someone else in the class cast the fear curse on you. And lastly is the sickness curse. It's another basic curse that you should all be able to master this semester. It causes a sickening in the person, making it very impactful. It's very hard for you to operate at full power while your body is letting you down. Obviously, there are many other sorts of curses, and we'll get into those later. Most of them require more power than you have at the moment. But as you grow into your power, you'll be able to do more complex, more powerful curses. So, are there any questions?
None.
Alright, then I'm gonna say that's an end to this class as well. And I think that covers the big differences between your guys' schedules. Yes. I think those are the big ones. Adir obviously has evocation for beginners, which I don't think anyone else has. Boka and Seraphine have summoning for beginners.
Didn't I not choose that one because you told me we couldn't do that?
I don't have it prepped yet, but you could still do it.
You guys told me to go to do that next year.
Well, if you need to update this, let me know very soon.
I thought I did.
Very
I
soon.
thought you put me on the ancient languages.
Do you mean advanced magical history?
Yes.
Oops. Okay, then you'll have class with Adir. At least for that one. I don't think we've talked about advanced magical history yet. So,
We haven't.
alright. that might be all of the other differences. We need to do advanced magical history, summoning for beginners. Oh, plants and natural energy flows for Rowena. And Akira still hasn't told me what they're taking, I think. Yes, I don't have Akira's list. So, who knows what Ellison will be picking for this year? Oh, you also do find out one other interesting tidbit. There's already a first exam coming up very soon.
What do you mean? It's
Yep.
been not even a day.
Well, you missed several.
Oh.
Unfortunately. Yeah, this is actually... third day? I think you've been here for, like, 1 of 3.
Okay.
So... though you were here that other time, you got to see some of the different... potential secrets. Yes. So you only did 1. In fact, would you guys, because you do have some free time yet again, would you like to do...
I want to go to Luca.
I'm gonna say no for today.
No. Hey, I knew it. You said you would, but you wouldn't.
I did not say either way.
We knew what the answer was.
I mean, you just
Okay, we
had 2
knew.
classes with Liv.
Did I get any points for impressing her?
No. You cannot
Okay,
actually
then.
earn points during class.
Okay, there's a tantrum.
Boka always throws tantrums. Everyone is used to
Boka's
that. by
throwing a
this point.
mega tantrum right now. Boka knew! You gaslighted me, but Boka knew!
Maybe later. Maybe.
Damn.
The audacity!
Do you even have anything that you would do with Luca?
I would ask to get trained bar just like I got with Luca.
But I don't think you actually... I mean, you have, like, fitness for mages, I think, with Luca. But
Then I had her get her class last year.
I don't recall what she was teaching last year. But...
If I remember correctly, it was defensive... was it defensive tactics or defensive magic?
Let's see if I can find Luca. Magical defense.
Yeah,
Which I
Defensive
don't
magic.
think anyone took.
except for me.
I don't even think you took it.
Yeah, I did. I did.
You didn't have any of the spells from the class, though.
But you didn't give them to me.
I would have if you had them listed. Heck,
I
you know
did.
what? Let's go and look. I know I have the list for last year's classes. What does it say? Oh, actually, Rowena and Boka had that class.
Told you.
And I don't actually remember either of you taking it, which is a little bit weird. hang on. I need to see what I was looking at. Yeah, because neither of you got the mage armor equivalent, mana shield, or armor of Agathis.
Yeah. I was wondering why it wasn't on my list.
Well, then we might have to add some spells for you guys. Remind me after.
Okay. I will. I'll remind you that Boka totally earned a point with her.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, wow.
Hello, Maple.
Hello.
What did I miss?
Oh, first things
Everything.
first. I have the dorms now, and you need to pick a dorm room. Unfortunately for you, Boka and Rowena decided to room in the same suite, so that leaves you and the NPCs and Luna whenever she can come back, because work is being evil for her. So, you get to pick any room you want within the suite. Let me bring everyone back. It's gonna take me a little bit. There are so many maps. Come on. Almost. Ironically, you probably can't even see on most of these maps, but
I cannot know.
you should now.
Still black screen at the moment.
Does everyone else see it?
See what?
I see mine.
I
dorm
see
rooms?
skies of blue.
I see mine.
Red roses
Where am
too.
I?
I see my dorm. I'm in my room.
Yep.
Maybe scroll down.
Oh. That would explain it.
Yes, I knew there had to be a reason.
I
It
see
is
skies
sort of lit
of
up,
blue.
but I did want to make it so that
Clouds of white.
lighting matters
I see
a little
them
bit.
blue.
But
Me and you.
take a look around.
I think to myself.
I think
what
most
was
of them
it?
have opened up most of the doors. But take a look, see. Obviously, that's one of the rooms, which has a terrace.
La, 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 la. What a wonderful love.
Oh, by the way, ignore the fact of, like, Boka being around in Rowena and Adir. I use this same map for 3 different rooms, so technically
Yay.
they're not here.
Yay, we're just ghosts.
Don't
We're
come
not
into the
real.
room with bodies. That's mine.
Yes, ignore the bodies. That's just a Boka thing. They're in her imagination.
No, they're not. They're real.
But yeah,
Dangerous.
you can pick any of the 4 rooms. So, The bottom right one has a closet, though I don't think anyone has opened the closet. The upper right one has a workstation where you can work on different things, including a forge even. The ones on the other side are more conventional. Though I guess, because of the hammock, there is technically a second bed in the lower left-hand room. By the way, ignore the Christmas tree. I do not know why there is a Christmas tree.
Stole a
And especially
Christmas
not
map! How dare
why-
you!
No, this actually was finished after Christmas. So I totally
Maybe
do
they were
not
in the
know
festive mood.
why there is a Christmas tree.
Okay. I suppose So I could pick any of the 4 rooms?
Yes. I will assign Luna and Shivadri to rooms once you pick.
I will pick the room with many, many books over here.
Okay.
Saku!
Hey. Let me give you a shout out.
Wee wee! Vivi! Vivi!
There you go. Nice shout out. So, you want the room with the crafting stations, basically.
Yeah.
Alright. In that case, I'm gonna give Shivadri this room in the corner with the musical instruments. Seems very appropriate. And I think I'm gonna give Shivadri the room with the closet. Alright, and Luna will have the other room in the top left. By default.
Nice. Yay. We done be vibing.
Nice.
Alright. So, I think first thing's done. You now know where you're sleeping. Always a plus.
Yep.
Also, I do have to love the scattering of random, books and things
Where did my
on
bodies
the
go?
bed.
That was one of the things that I
Give
thought
me my
would
body's
be
back.
appropriate.
Give me my body's back.
They're always in your mind, Boka.
No, they're not! They were there.
Boka, you ate them and you forgot.
No, I didn't.
Are you sure about
I
that?
would remember that.
By the way, there are some nifty features of the dorms. You now have a kitchen. You can make your own food if you'd like.
There were supposed to be bodies on the counter. Bodies on there. Bodies
Is it just
here.
me, or is she sounding schizophrenic to anyone else?
Vaguely.
Bodies.
There's also a pantry where most of the food is kept. So, anyone who is trained
It's Avada
in cooking
Kedavra, not
can now go.
Avada Kedavra.
So, I think that's everything for here. For now. Obviously, there will be some time with your roomies. If you should so want. Actually, right now you have free time. So any of you can gather together. Or go do stuff. It's up to you. What do you want to do?
I want to go to Luca.
You never interact with anyone else. You spent
I
some
do
time
a teacher,
with Luna,
and I need to get
like
Luca up
once.
to love me.
I think I'll spend some time trying to work on developing a spell.
Okay. And what sort of spell would you like to work on?
An explosive spell.
Okay.
Preferably a radiant variant.
I would like to work with Luca on developing a reactionary shield spell that works on party members.
So, you would actually be expected to work on it on your own.
But no, I need to talk to teacher about it. Talk to Luca about it. She's the defensive teacher. And Boka greatly takes her teaching and advice. And Boka would need to work with her closely.
I don't think that's going to be the case.
I mean, I'm down to do a little study session with Boka if that works.
No, teacher!
Boka is kind of one-dimensional at this point.
Let me do it!
Boka, are you saying you don't want to try to do testing with that and explosions?
So, there actually is an explosion spell. It is obviously not doing radiant damage. You can definitely make a radiant explosion spell, though. Your first
You
step,
won't
though,
bribe me that way. Boka is going to teacher Luca.
the first step of learning or making a radiant explosion spell would probably be to find somewhere where you can learn the explosion spell. And let me see if it's actually offered in any of your classes. It is actually in Evocation for Beginners. Which only Adir is actually taking.
What is an evocation?
Evocation is the name for most offensive magic.
Well, I'm gonna learn explosion and fireball anyways.
That might be harder than you think.
You telling me you're not gonna let me learn it, even though you basically shoehorned me into most of those classes.
Hey, you totally chose.
No, you
your
knew what you were
classes.
doing when you made most of the classes teachers' classes.
No, I was trying to get you to be less one-dimensional.
No, you forced my hand.
That is totally not what I did.
That is what you did. You knew what Boka's plan was. You knew how to.
Boka, would you like to do independent study of explosives with me?
Damn.
I want to point with Luca.
I don't even know what you would do with Luca. That is my problem at the moment. That is actually why
If you promise to help me get points with Luca, I will do the other thing.
I mean,
And I
if
won't
you can
complain.
come up what to actually talk to
I
Luca
just told
about.
you, and you didn't say anything to it.
She is not gonna help you make a spell.
She's not going to give me any type of tutoring.
Not unless you require it for one of her classes.
She is the defensive mage of the school.
But you only have her for one class.
I had her for last year's class too.
Well, yes, but
And I can't take her in any other class. Let's be honest, there'd be even less classes I could take if there was.
I mean, if you had your way, you would only have Liv and Luca for teachers.
This is true, but still. Let me have this. Naka.
I think
Stop
this
torturing
is
me.
totally an abuse of the NPCs.
Stop torturing me.
Yes, please don't let Boka control the NPCs.
I'm not controlling the NPCs.
You're
So-
stalking
sorry,
them. That's
don't-
what you're
don't
doing.
let Boka
How am I
gaslight
stalking them?
or
Naka's
stalk
the one that
people.
lets me do stuff.
Yes,
And how would I
okay, that's
stalk
why I'm
them?
tell-
Half the
that's why
time I'm not
telling
even
Mikami
in the
to actually
school.
tell you no, because she never does.
No, half the time I'm not even in the freaking school, so half the time I don't even get the chance to get points up with him.
I mean, I give you.
And that was the whole reason I got
sometimes.
excited about this, so it's breaking my heart that I'm not able to do what I want to do.
So, you are actually farther along with Liv than any other person with any NPC.
Because I actually focused on it. No one else actually focused on it. If you notice, I also had points with the student that was with me in the classes, but she's gone now, so I lost time because she's gone.
Well, just because she graduated does not necessarily mean that they're gone. At least not for good.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Let
it was
me have
Feyre.
this. Let me have this.
I actually totally forgot Feyre was graduating.
I'm the only one that's really interacted with this part of your campaigns. Everyone else has got like 3 max. I have 5 and 3 and like 2 with other people.
Well, actually, Pip had like 4.
Yep.
Well,
But
yeah,
also, I have.
because that was part of his class.
I also literally have 4, but I also have other things I'm doing. Or I've,
Well, part of
missed, like a third
my
of the
focus
session.
is those teachers, so
Yeah, no.
Yes,
Get
but you
wrecked.
need you need an actual reason to interact, or they're gonna.
because I've
You're
already
very
explained the reason for the interaction. She looks at both of them as like mom figures because they're very strong, they're very tough.
They're not really looking for adoptive children.
I haven't revealed that yet. That's part of it. Boka doesn't even know that at this point.
Well, I mean, you're bordering on stalker here. That's why I'm trying to
No, I'm
rein
That's
you
what I was
not.
saying earlier.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. How
You
how
really
am I
are,
going to
Boka.
stalker when I don't even get to visit them half the time? Because I'm always, oh, Boka's team, can you do this? Boka's team, can you do that? Boka's team, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do this?
That's the plot. But, like,
Besides, I want to give you
And they are my
guys a
teachers,
little bit of
so it's not weird for me to seek them
So-
out. For
but
training
every
and
day-
for-
every day.
I
That
haven't.
is a little
Boka,
weird.
how about
Even
you
lo-
work with
I
me
haven't got-
to
if you look
develop
at Luca's
spells so you can
sheet,
impress them later?
If you look at Luca's sheet, I haven't visited her nearly as much as Liv. I don't even have a point with her. I'm trying to at least get a point with her.
Well, that's
I
because
should have a point with her, but I don't.
That's because you have a club with Liv. So you see her quite often there. But you don't really
There's no
have...
club with Luca, so there's no way I can get extra points with her besides visiting her.
So, they're actually, I believe.
My logic is sound. You cannot deny this.
It literally isn't, but whatever.
Shut the frick up.
So,
I don't complain
actually
about your
think-
story things that you want to implement.
I
Oh wait,
rarely...
you don't actually interact that much.
So,
Except to bang a girl.
Luca actually does have a club. She's the head or professor behind the debate club. You
Do
just
you
don't
want
happen to
Boka
be
to start
in the
debating
debate
in this?
club.
Do you want me to start debating? Do you?
I don't think you'd be very good in the debate club.
I
That
second
could just
that
be
notion.
my take, but
I would
think you-
win
I think
every
you just
time,
might have to.
because part of debating is having the last word.
No.
Also, another part of debating is actually conceding to someone else's point.
If it. Frick you, let me have it what I want.
Yeah, great debating. Fantastic. 100%. Amazing.
I will
Quality.
stab you. You're always against what I want. I haven't complained about you trying to bang a girl.
Because I take my time when it's my time to do things, and then I let it go and let other people do things, whereas you consistently...
I let everyone do their thing.
Throughout this
I want to do
entire
my thing.
campaign, Boka,
Shut the frick
including
up.
literally right now.
Shut the frick
you
up.
talk over people.
Shut the frick
or
up.
talk over Nakami.
Shut the frick
or
up.
tell her
Shut
and
the frick
bitch
up.
and moan about the shit
Shut
you
the
want to
frick
do.
up. Shut the frick up.
So,
Act like a fucking adult
Shut
for
the frick
once in your
up.
goddamn life.
Shut the frick up. You're the only one that
So-
ever complains.
Yes, because I'm the one that doesn't have enough patience for your childish bullshit after literally weeks of you consistently talking over people and being annoying and being aggravating about it for literal weeks.
You do
Like,
kind of
take
push your
some
way a lot
self-inspection and stop
instead of
pushing for
letting
shit
other
constantly.
people try to do things. Just saying.
yes. Well,
Cool.
I try
Awesome.
to give everyone a chance to do things, but
You do, Nakabe, and I don't dislike that. However, Boka consistently pushes.
Like, for example,
Non-stop.
the book the other day.
Yeah,
game.
no. I do apologize for going off because it has caused a bit of an issue, but it's been annoying me
well,
for literally.
It was
months.
warranted.
Mhm.
Boka has fled.
Correct.
Hopefully she cools down a little bit.
Hopefully.
So, where were we? I think I was saying where, you guys could go do anything that you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, who had the class that actually studied explosion?
I think I
That
did.
is a deer, yes.
Yeah.
Could you help me with the explosions?
Unfortunately,
Possibly?
he hasn't actually learned the spell yet.
Oh yeah, I don't have it yet, so no.
Would it be in his textbooks?
I don't think we have textbooks.
Most of the teachers actually teach spells during their classes, which is actually a good reason why you need to go to every class.
Yep.
But, yeah. Otherwise, you don't
Okay.
necessarily get things like spells. Now, if you want to do independent research, I will give you a couple of options. Especially since you are the only one who can currently cast second level spells. So, one option, you can go into town and see if you can buy this spell. Usually as a scroll.
Okay.
Those are gonna be sort of expensive. It is a second level spell, so probably 200 to 400 gold.
I do not have that at all. I think I have 10 gold.
Oh, that reminds me. I totally forgot. Part of your reward for the last mission you guys went on were 3 healing potions. You can divvy those up any way you wish. So,
I think I would like one of them because I tend to
I don't
go
need them.
directly into combat.
okay. Anyone else? Rowena?
I'm not really sure what we're doing.
Well, at the moment, I was just handing out the reward for the last mission you guys went on. Which was a healing potion. Well, 3. But,
I mean, I can take a healing potion.
okay. Feel free, sure. Feel free to, jot down a healing potion if you want it. Since there's actually 3, each of you can have one.
All right.
Alright, so, you do have some time to do different things you might want around campus, going to clubs, hanging out with NPCs, doing some more secrets. Oh, and I was talking about, the spell research. Wait, Seraphine, did we ever talk about clubs and, jobs?
Yeah, I believe I joined the religion club and the one that was
Oh, yeah.
looking
Oh,
into
yeah.
dimensions and whatever.
Okay, I remember now. I think I actually wrote that down. And now I forgot where I put that. Alright, well. I don't know where I put it. Anyway, yeah. If you had a job, that's an easy way to earn some cash. You can also see if there's any NPCs who might have work for you to do. Of
Who
any
actually
different type.
teaches the class with the explosion spell?
Good question. Ignaria, who I don't think we've actually seen so far, because I haven't done that class yet for a deer.
Oh, yeah.
Would it be possible for me to learn something about it from the school's library?
Some things, definitely. You can do research in the library. That is totally an option. You might be able to find a copy of the spell as well. Depending on what you end up reading.
Alright, I guess I'll see if I can find anything on it in the library or something.
Okay.
Wait, Nakami, did I have that class today yet, or do I not have that class in the same day as my other classes?
I've been doing 2 classes per day. And you had the 2 with Liv earlier. Where did I put the class list? Sorry, I'm slowly becoming a sleepy Cammy.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think the only class we haven't... I mean, you missed a couple of those. Like, Oh wait, no, we haven't done advanced magical history or evocation for beginners. If you want, I can roll over to another day and cover a couple more classes before we end. If that works better for you guys.
I suppose. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, unfortunately, Seraphine did miss casting without gestures, and I think casting without gestures, yes.
Okay.
Though we could do summoning for beginners. I think we do have that. Who teaches which? Okay, yeah, I know we had Koji last time, but I think that was for another class. Yeah, the familiars one. And yeah, why not? We'll spend a few minutes doing the last of the classes. Except for advanced magical history. We'll leave that for Boka and Adir next time you're in the same place.
Yep.
Alright, so. Adir, we'll do yours first.
Sure.
I don't know if we've done a lot of Ignaria.
I don't think we have.
She is one of the more interesting professors. Mostly because she is a fire Nephilim. In fact, her hair appears to be on fire. It is a glowing yellow and red, and sort of hovers around her face, moving on its own, as if like heat was billowing it up. She also has glowing yellow eyes, which is sort of a dead giveaway, and a very dark, like gray skin tone. She's probably one of the skimpiest dressed professors there is. So, expect lots of guys in the class. Rather than, like, mage robes, she wears, like, some arm sleeves. What is pretty close to a bikini top. And, like, a skirt. So, obviously, very popular with the guys. But that pretty much describes her. She, by the way, is also a dancer. She teaches a lot of dance and performance classes, including the one that you could have had last semester. But, yes, Ignaria comes in front of the class and says, "My, how wonderful it is to see all of you again. Are you ready to blow things up?"
Yes.
Yeah. Time for explosions.
Is it possible that I could have my have Seraphine sit in on this class? Like sneak in or something?
I mean, you could probably listen at the door, except that, like, you would probably be in your own class. Because, you know, they would take place at, like, the same time.
Fair enough.
Because the way classes work, you actually have 2 class slots per day. And, you don't really
Alright,
have,
fair.
like, a
Yeah.
fully free
All right.
period. So. Alright, so. Where was I? Oh, yes. Does Adir have any comment on her flamboyant entrance?
Nope. He just observes, notes that in
So-
his head, moves on.
She actually casts the fireball spell, but she tosses it back and forth between her hands like some sort of like juggling routine. But yes, she tosses it from one hand to the other hand, back and forth as she continues to talk. So this year, much as a continuation to last, I will be teaching you how to release all your emotions into your magic. Get rid of all that tension by blowing apart a bunch of stuff. We're gonna learn all sorts of destructive mayhem. Obviously, you can't use it on each other. The words won't let you. But we do have these mannequins. And yeah, we're gonna blow them all apart. Obviously, the first step is to learn some more spells. Mostly spells that go kaboom.
How make.
She goes over 3 example spells that you guys will be learning this year. Dragon's Breath, which is a variable spell, which lets you do damage in an area based on different types of energy. Explosion, which is a area effect spell. And Sonic Burst, which launches a loud, deafening sound that can actually shatter objects over a decently sized area.
AoE is fun. AoE is good. I like the shatter one. Whichever the last one you just described is just the funnest one. That's the cool one. I want that.
Well, you'll get a chance to learn them all.
Oh, cool.
I think that's a good intro to that. Let's jump to... Actually, let's jump to Seraphine's class. Summoning for beginners. I believe you've already had... No, you did not take the familiar class. So, ironically,
I think I missed
Koji
that,
the
yeah.
Tamer is the other female teacher that wears very little.
Oh no.
They have a very similar fashion style. Different reasons, though. Different reasons. So, she is white-haired, but she's not very old. She's got lots of tattoos. Most of which are like circles or bands that wrap around most of her arms, parts of her chest, across her hips, parts of her face.
Interesting.
Koji comes in front of your class and says, "Well, I see a few new faces. If you've never had me before, this will be your introduction to summoning mystical creatures." I think there was a class in this last year. Let me double check before I say things that may not be true.
All right.
Oh, there was Principles of Summoning. So yes, there was a course last year. Alright, so she says, if you had me last year, then we taught the Principles of Summoning. This year, we will take those principles and build on them. I'm trying to think of what she would say here. Actually, I know what she would do. She says, bear with me. Let me walk you through a basic summoning ritual. And you see her lay out a circle on the ground, inscribing it with symbols. Then she sits down outside of the circle and begins a ritual. You actually believe there's probably more than one spell she's casting as part of this process. One seems to be some sort of shielding circle. And the next one is what is probably the summoning itself. But after a little bit of time, what would she summon? Wow, my brain is just out of it. She'll summon an Ostra. Basically a giant, well, not giant, but a flightless bird, which is often used like a riding mount.
Cool.
They look a little bit like chocobos.
So they're
bird.
chocobos. If you say look at chocobos, they're chocobos now.
Just a little bit like chocobos. They are slightly different, but I think that's gonna be that class. Because I really don't know what I want her to say or do. But she will run you through how to do some summoning rituals. I don't know specifically which one at the moment. Right. And Rowena. The last class you had is Plants and Natural Energy Flows.
Mm-hmm.
And that is taught by Willow Dusk. I think we've had Willow Dusk appear before, but just to make sure, she is one of the more plant-focused of the professors. I actually forget what she taught before. I'm pretty sure she did teach something. Oh, danger of misidentified potion components. She took people out into the forest last year to teach them what to look for in the way of plants, and how not to accidentally get dangerous plants. But, she walks in front of the class this time, and, she looks around and says, well, I see I haven't quite got the potion crew like I had last time. So, that said, why don't we have a little bit of a discussion? She points at Rowena and says, what do you know about how magical energy works?
Well, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know much about how magical energy works.
She says, well, does anyone else know? And, Lorraine is gonna raise her hand. And when she nods, Lorraine says, magical energy is the energy of living things. It flows from us as we live, as well as all other creatures, big and small. We give this off as we go about our days. It collects and flows together into more and more powerful sources of energy until it drains away into the astral plane. And Willidus nods and says, that's a sound answer. Plants, as well as animals, give off magical energy. Because of this, most magical energy flows are based on plants and animals. Which is what we will be looking at here in this class. And let me double check. Yes, there are a group of spells that she's also going to teach. She says, one of the things that is an aspect of this class is we will teach you to, like, either drain off energy from local sources, using our abilities to gather up local power and use that to cast various spells, allowing us to walk on walls or walk across water, or using our magical abilities to force more magic into the natural flows, allowing us to grow plants. And at this, she casts some energy into a pot in front of her. And the pot grows into a 12-foot cactus in about a minute. Any reaction from Rowena at this massive plant growth?
Rowena has a surprised look on her face.
Okay. I think that pretty much describes the initials of the class, at least. Alright, I know we started a bit late, but you guys want to pause here for tonight? And we'll pick up with some more next time.
That should be fine.
Okay. Should be able to actually join sooner next time.
Hopefully.
Yep.
As soon as we get Akira or Lily back here on a Thursday, I'm gonna do the first of the Mage Tower. Ow! I just smacked my head into the mic.
Kami, please. No.
Alright, yeah, so, what was I saying? Yeah, I want to do the first Mage Tower game of this year. At the end of this year is supposed to be the big final Mage Tower game, but each team needs 5 players, and currently there are 4 of you, so we need at least one other person here to be able to do a Mage Tower game.
Okay.
I do have some new rules for Mage Tower this year. Yeah. It should be interesting how that works. It's going to be a scaled down version of how combat will work in Celestia. Once we actually switch over to using Celestia rules and not 5e. So, also very useful.
Neat.
But yeah.
I redeemed an Aura.
Fucking Boka.
Sorry,
Give
my
us the
alerts-
Aura, Naka.
I will.
I
My
have
alerts,
60,000
though, are
points.
turned off during stream. So, at least these streams. My normal streams have them, but I didn't see the Aura.
I need to hear the
alerts.
Naka Aura.
Hang on. I think I'm gonna need some water for this.
You're welcome, everyone.
Thank you, Boka.
I've been saving up for those for a while.
I just did one for Convert a week ago, I think.
Well, I just hit 60,000 points. That's why I wanted to.
Alright, so. Ara.
Woo! Naka out here taking people's souls.
I just accidentally blinded myself with Discord light theme.
What? How?
The little sidebar popped up of new themes,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
that thing.
accidentally clicked light and it blinded me.
Well, damn.
Why is light a new theme? Who likes light mode of anything?
Okay, some people actually can read better with light mode.
I've seen it and it disturbs me. It's too bright.
I didn't even
Think,
read
right?
what it said. I just clicked on the circle and it blinded me.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Well, on that note, I think we're going to end tonight. I'm gonna raid Olivia.
Arabia.
We need to get
Arabian
some
night.
Olivia Monroe.
Arabian day.
Now that she's doing some late night streams, I
Hotter
have
than
had
hot.
more chances to raid her. But I'm still paying her back for when she raided me last summer during Summer Game Fest. So,
Nice.
I mean, she raided me with 200 people. So, I have to pay her back many times over.
That's not how raids work, Nakami.
It is totally how they work in my brain.
No. Don't inget yourself to other
Her
people.
logic is not faulty.
That's faulty as shit. Don't inget yourself like that.
It shows her appreciation. I'll bet in a weird way, it still shows
Like-
her appreciation.
I don't know. That feels. Whatever.
So, yeah. I'll be back tomorrow. I think I'm playing Persona 3 tomorrow. It's been a little while because I wanted to finish up the wizard game. But yeah. And more Celestia on Sunday. With that, have fun. Take care. And I'll see you later. Bye.
Goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, chat.